Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. As you know, I was out of town for a couple of days. I was traveling for business, and so I'm back. When I'm traveling and I'm going long distances and I'm in a different time zone, it's really hard to do Coffee with Tea on a different time zone. So I just opted those 2 days not to. So I hope that you'll tune back in. Today's topic: bear down and rise up. I'm going to jump right in because I want to get through it as quickly as I can. Bear down and rise up. In all transparency, yesterday I added this in and weaved it into my speech because the school that I was speaking at, their school wide theme for this year, because they are the Bears, is bear down and rise up. Can I tell you, I just love when I'm in the midst of something and God gives me something in the moment. And that's what happened yesterday because I didn't know how I was going to take this piece. But one of the things that I've been concerned about, and so if you are a prayer warrior, pray for our young people, y'all. They're dealing with a lot, and we've not given them the tools to be resilient. And so we're seeing a really high number of young people attempting and a really high number of young people completing suicide because we don't give them the tools to know that life will life. But it's okay in those seasons where life is like lifing to bear down. And so that's what I kind of talked to them about yesterday. And believe it or not, that's one of the high points of the speech that kids said that they appreciated most. I did a very, very great visual with it. But I wanted to talk about there. There are moments in our lives when we feel the weight. Y'all, the pressure of life is real. The expectations of life are high, and the obstacles sometimes appear to be immovable. If we're honest, we can all say there are days when life be lifing. And I had to apologize to the English teachers because I know that correct grammar says life is lifing, but y'all, that doesn't capture it. Life be lifing. And sometimes you can feel like you're going to break or you can bear down. But here's the truth: sometimes you have to bear down before you can rise up. Because pressure, y'all, it's not always punishment. Sometimes it's preparation for what is to come. Good morning, Alana, Wendy, Jackie, Deaconess Sharp. So glad you guys are on. So, the first thing I want to talk to you about is bear down. Embrace the pressure. Don't run from it. If you are in a season of life where life is lifing and you're feeling the weight and the pressure of it, when things are getting hard, I don't know about y'all, but my initial instinct, yeah, my godly instinct is something different, but my human initial instinct is to escape. I want life to be easier. I want it I want the pain to pass faster, and I want less resistance. But strength is not built in comfort, y'all. And this is what I did with the kids yesterday. I showed them somebody on my back, and I talked about doing my squats. And I do my squats by myself easily, but when my trainer gets on my back, that's where the weight and the pressure comes in. And that's where the strength is built. Athletes don't get stronger lifting light weights. Diamonds don't form without pressure. You already know this. And real talk, your character won't develop without resistance. Because when you are under fire, you get to see what you are really made of. Stay in focus when it's hard, showing up when you're tired, and holding your position when everything around you is shaking. Don't run from pressure, lean into it. Because what feels like it's pressing you, it's actually shaping you. The pressure isn't here to crush you, it's here to create you. I don't know, but yesterday the young people, good morning, Val, good morning, Toya. The young people said that that was powerful yesterday. It's not there to crush you. The pressure is there. Good morning, Tammy. The pressure is there to create you, not to crush you. Point number two: bear down. Stay grounded when life tries to shake you. And life will. This is what I told the kids. If you're expecting that life won't ever be hard, you're going to be sorely disappointed most of life because life is sometimes hard, just like it's sometimes good. Sometimes it's hard. When storms come, y'all, the danger isn't just the storm. It's, I don't know about you, but the other when it was snowing bad and we had snowmageddon, y'all, the danger wasn't the snow. The danger was I could lose my footing and fall. Bearing down means getting grounded. Like a tree in a storm, your survival depends on your roots. Your roots are the things like your values. Your roots are your discipline, your identity. When you're grounded, you don't move with every situation. When you are sorely grounded in what you believe, in the discipline that you have practiced and honed, and who you are, you don't move easily like everybody else. You don't fold under every challenge. I'm not saying you don't ever fold, but you don't fold under every challenge. You don't quit every time it gets uncomfortable. Sometimes bearing down looks like being consistent when nobody is clapping for you. That's a hard thing, y'all. Doing the right thing, even when it's not popular. Something in my throat. Staying committed when quitting would be easier. Y'all, that's what that looks like. If you stay rooted, you won't be easily moved. That's facts. Good morning, Unisha. You won't be easily moved. Rise up and use the pressure as your platform. Use the pressure as your platform. Here's the shift, y'all. This is the mind shift. You don't bear down just to survive. You bear down so you can rise up. Remember, I told you the topic today is bear down and rise up. Pressure builds power, resistance builds strength, and endurance produces elevation. When you've learned how to stand under pressure, you become unstoppable because now challenges, they don't intimidate you. You like been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Delays don't discourage you. You like, I've waited before, I'll wait again. And opposition doesn't stop you. You start to say to opposition, what doesn't stop me makes me stronger. Gonna keep moving, gonna keep climbing. Instead of it demotivating you, it fuels you. And what once felt like it was holding you down becomes the very thing that lifts you up. What tried to press you down becomes the reason that you rose up. And what I told the young people yesterday is you can't rise up if you ain't never been knocked down. If you've not been down, you can't rise up. And so I sang a little for them. I had a little girl on my back and I sang, you're broken down and tired. But I had a better voice yesterday of living life on a merry-go-round. You can't feel the fighter. And I looked at them all and I said, but I see it in you. So we're going to walk it out. And when we got to the part, I was down with this girl on my back in a crouching position in a squat. And I said, but we'll rise up. And the kids went nuts because they saw the visual of what didn't break me, made me stronger. And so I came by to tell y'all today, when life gets heavy, don't panic, don't quit, don't run, bear down, get focused, get grounded, get stronger. Because if you can learn to bear the weight, you'll earn every bit of the rise. And when you rise, you won't just be elevated, you'll be equipped. You won't just be elevated, you'll be equipped. Bear down now so you can rise up later. Y'all, I'm the amazing T Street, but y'all already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. It's not in each and every one of you. So if life is lifing for you in this season, I dog double dare you to bear down and trust God. Bear down and bear the weight, because the Jewish adage says, I have been through the fire, and what fire doesn't consume, it strengthens. Allow this season to strengthen you and then rise up. I'm the amazing T Street, y'all. Have an amazing day.